Unprotected Vision. Naively, I peered beneath the lovely thin veneer of bullshit with my naked eyes. Destroyed both my retinas, having neither proper guidance nor protection. Took it straight into my brain for reasons that I could not explain, while you stayed safely in the shadows and always asked me why. Ingested the potent images which harmed my inner workings. Stared straight at the radioactive glow emanating from the blistering center. Remained unaware for years of the accumulating damage. The pure whites of my eyes grew yellow, and the clear lenses fogged. Gazed fixedly at things you had the common sense to just ignore, blinded for long periods by the searing after images. Stumbled about as my eyes readjusted and you thought me drunk. I never understood the hazards of my unprotected vision. Could not stand the thick, dark blinders which might have saved my sight. Dismissed as cowardly those who did not peer as deeply into the flames. Scorched my rods and burnt my cones until dark and light were just the same to me. Shorted out my optic nerve on impulses that others painlessly avoided. My visual cortex smoked and melted down from the overly bright, chaotic flashing. Processed too many inputs that normal folks had the sense to turn aside. Stared long at harmful emissions from which they quickly looked away. Felt the grotesque images they never saw become part of my nightly dreams. Was driven by my visions into a rant that was incomprehensible to others. Finally tried to look away, but by then it was far too late to matter. At last I could no longer see even in the good light of simple daytime. Then I illuminated everything with the rays that had made me mostly blind. Crawled off into the depths but could not be soothed even by the empty darkness. Took to cursing your protective lenses, which were broken when I finally got them. Stumbled more as I grew older and my sight narrowed to tiny points. Seared in vain, my eyes could not share the visions that supported you. Unprotected gazing made me blind, but what I had seen would not then sustain me.